Well, sometimes the stars just align and I was able to land business class seats in Qatar Airways. The best in the world in my opinion. So stick around, I'm going to show you the flights. First leg was Bangkok to Doha. This is a non-QSuite flight, and then I'll show you Doha to LA, which was QSuite. So this first leg had a pretty common theme, which was if you arrive 4 hours early for the flight, nothing's open yet. Arrived at 9 o'clock for a 1 a.m. flight, and the business class check-in, or none of the check-in, was open. But it did eventually open at 9:30. So here's our flight path from Suvarnabhumi in Bangkok over India and then into Doha. This was during the war, but I didn't experience anything. Everything seemed normal. So here's the lounge. I got through security at about 9:35, and the lounge didn't open until 10 o'clock. But it did eventually open. Once inside, I was surprised. It was very nice. This is in the restaurant section. They had Stag's Leap Merlot, and then I had a nice gin and tonic with Hendrix. Here's a little sample look at the menu so you can see what's on there. This is the drink menu. It's pretty extensive. They really try to create a fine dining atmosphere here, so I'll let you check out the menu. So I opted for the surf and turf, which was spectacular. You can't get it cooked below medium though. And then the chocolate lava with vanilla sauce. The reason why I did this was because I planned on not taking the first meal when I got on board the flight. I planned on just going straight to sleep and then being woken up for breakfast. This is a look at the bar, bartender. All the people that worked in here spoke perfect English. It was fantastic. So I was in seat 3K. This is what they call the mini suites. In fact, they call it the non-Q suite at the check-in counter, but it kind of is a Q suite. You get this pocket here with the headphones and a bottle of water. The Diptique amenity kit, we'll talk about that a little bit more later, which came in this nice green, which was unusual because normally the amenity kit, when you're not flying out of Doha, comes in a box, but they actually had the vegan leather amenity kit, which was really nice. I was curious to see if it was going to be the same on the next flight, and I will give you a clue. It was another vegan leather one, but it was a different one. So tray table was big. These seats are nice. I would say they're tough to sleep in because the cubby is really small. I did get some F1 pajamas for this flight as well as for the next flight. If you're a side sleeper like me though, I didn't sleep very well in this thing, but I think it'd be perfectly fine for a long day trip. Here's a look at the bathroom. You can see you got toothbrush and toothpaste, Diptique amenities. Cool thing, you have a window in the bathroom, which seems to be whether you're on the A350 or the 787 on Qatar, you always get a window in the business class bathroom. There's a changing table, which is handy for you to put your clothes on when you're changing into the pajamas, which I'll show you here in a second. And there they are, what the F1 pajamas look like. They're pretty nice. I like the dark gray ones better, but anyways, here's a look at the menu that you have on board. I'll let you go ahead and take a look at that. And now, after about 3.5 hours of sleep, here's the breakfast service. Started off with fruit and various breads. It's good. They actually have a World Cup themed candles, which is pretty cool. And then here's my breakfast, which was a French omelet with Gruyere. Wasn't very good, I gotta say. Veal sausage, a little disappointing. So this amenity kit, this one came in the vegan green leather pouch. It is very, very nice. All their kits come with the same thing. They come with socks, an eye mask, earplugs. I'm never going to show you that. And then a little pouch with a bunch of Diptique amenities, eau de toilette, a hand lotion, I think it's a face mist and a lip balm. It's a pretty good assortment. So overall, what do I think of this flight? It's about a 6-hour and 15-minute flight. It's not bad. It's hard to sleep in that bed because of small foot cubby hole, but overall it'd be great for a day flight. Be fine. So thumbs up. Looking forward to the next one.